What's going on, guys? It's just Aiden, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. I say that, and every time I do something a little different, you already know. Basically, all in all, if you haven't read the title, it's going to be a tier list video. One of those videos you guys watch, one of those weird ones, you know what I'm talking about. And this tier list is going to be something different, as in, you've probably seen other people do this. If you guys didn't know, I'm a One Piece fan. If you can't see it by the hat. I'm a One Piece fan, and I wanted to do an arc tier list. And the reason I wanted to do an arc tier list is because I wanted you guys to know how I feel about One Piece arcs, or which arc that I'm thinking of. You know what I'm saying? So, all in all, let's get to it. Let's start it off. So for the tier list, we have greatest, good, decent, boring, and trash. Y'all already know it's gonna go in trash. Alright though, number 1. Romance Dawn. So if you guys don't know what Romance Dawn is, I think they talk about that like later on. I don't know exactly which episode, but I know they talk about this later on, and it's kind of like a, I guess, a spin-off or something. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. Nami has blue hair. That's all I know. I also forgot to mention that for some reason, which is like, this is a pretty big thing, is that instead of Shanks getting Luffy getting the hat from Shanks, he gets the hat from Garp. I guess that's like the prototype, the original story, like they do like the pilot kind of thing. I don't know. It's just I like Shanks way better. But Romance Dawn, that's gonna go a decent. I mean, it's literally just the same One Piece story, but a little bit different. All right, now we're gonna start with the number 2, Orange Town. We got Orange Town. So Orange Town, not gonna lie, I think I might put that either in decent or boring, because low-key, I don't like, I'll be real, I don't like Buggy. I know y'all like out there be like Buggy fans or whatever. Buggy sucks. Like, first of all, he's weak, and I don't know, he's weak, he's getting hyped up more than he should, and he's annoying. That's like 3 things, and everyone's gonna be like, that's the whole thing about Buggy, he's supposed to be like not what he is or whatever, but I don't care. Buggy sucks, and he's annoying, and he's a clown. Nobody likes clowns, but like, for some reason y'all like Buggy. But I'm gonna go ahead and put Orange Town in. I'll put it in decent. I'll put it in decent for you guys. That's the most I'm doing. Number 3, we got Syrup Village. I want to put it in trash. I want to be honest with you, but I'm going to put it in boring because it's boring. I want to put it in trash because of Usopp. Now, I know this is going to cause some controversy amongst the One Piece fans, but I hate Usopp. That dude is the most annoying, useless person on the whole crew. Y'all talking about God D Usopp, bro. This thing's freaking he's useless, bro. Useless Usopp, bro. That guy sucks. Oh my God, it makes me frustrated. He really, truly doesn't do anything. He doesn't help them out. I don't know if y'all seen Water 7 arc, but that was the biggest reason I hated him. Like that, I already did not like him before because I thought he was a big whiny loser, baby. When I saw Water 7 arc, I tell you, man, I was so happy that they left him behind. And oh my God, when they came back for him, I was not in for it, bro. I literally started breaking down and crying because I did not want them to get him back. That dude is annoying. No, I'm stop here. I could go on a whole video rant of Usopp one of these days and explain in detail of why I hate Usopp. And I'll upload that for you guys one of these days. Maybe one of these days, I'll tell you. All right, the next one, number 4, Baratier. I actually like that one a little bit. That's when he first gets Mihawk, right? Yeah, that's when first the Mihawk. I haven't seen One Piece in a while. That's good. I think it's good. That's when they get Sanji and Mihawk. So that's like 2 characters in one. You know what I'm saying? Like, next we got Arlong Park. So I like Nami, and I like Nami's backstory. I don't like Arlong. Obviously, like you're not supposed to like Arlong. He's a piece of crap. It just makes me laugh every time I think of Arlong and I think of the live action. But I'm gonna have to do Arlong Park. I'm gonna say decent, like Loki. Like I want to say it's between decent and good, but it wasn't like anything that I was like, oh my gosh, you know. It wasn't anything crazy. I think it was pretty decent. All right, now we got Logtown. Logtown? Hey, this might be stupid of me, but I'm putting it in the greatest. The reason it's going in greatest is because you cannot tell me that was sick. That's when you meet Smoker and Tashigi. And those, okay, first of all, they're like the two best, one of the, well, not the best, but they're like one of the best Marine people. Or I don't know what they're called. Because I think Smoker's an admiral, right? I don't remember, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen One Piece in a minute. But, it's just, they're actually good people, you know. They're the Marines that they should be. Like they hunt pirates, they fight pirates, and they actually help the people. Those are what Marines are supposed to be. But if you guys seen One Piece, you know that's not all the Marines. So they were pretty cool. I also like how Luffy was gonna get what is it called? Executed. That was cool. That was a cool thing seen too. But again, Buggy was being annoying as hell. Buggy was being annoying as hell in Logtown. That's what I'm saying. Nobody likes I mean, y'all like Buggy, but I don't like Buggy or Usopp. All right, now we got the Reverse Mountain arc. Reverse Mountain, honestly, I'd say it's decent. It's decent. It's not bad. If you guys, well, I mean, some of y'all do know or some of y'all who don't know, who haven't gone that far in One Piece, which I'm not gonna blame you. I understand it. But if y'all haven't, Reverse Mountain's honestly more of a backstory of Brook. And, I mean, that's basically it. It's just more of a people that Brook knew back when he was alive. Alright, now we have Whiskey Peak arc. Boring. I did not like the Whiskey Peak arc at all. I'm going to be honest with you. Whiskey Peak arc was lame. I'll give you my fault. I'll give you reasons why. And honestly, this is the crazy part. I did not care, like, even a little bit about what was that stupid thing that Crocodile owned? His little company. It was like Baroque Works or something like that, right? Yeah, I thought that was the most mid. I'm gonna be real. I thought it was the most mid plot. I'm not gonna lie. I did not like it, and yeah, now I basically just phased through those episodes. I don't remember too much, but I remember staring at the TV blank for like hours, just watching it all the way till the Alabasta arc. To be honest with you, yeah, no, I did not care about Vivi. Honestly, you guys, I swear I'm like the weirdest One Piece fan when I tell people this. I like Vivi, but she's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand me. All right, next we got Little Garden. Little Garden, I'm gonna put it in decent, because decent, it's just, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I mean, like, Little Garden, I remember watching Little Garden. I think, well, it's supposed to give, like, another, again, a lot of One Piece is, like, mostly, like, backstory stuff, or, hey, like, you know, this arc's about, you meet two people here that's gonna come up in the next 800 episodes, you know? You guys seen it. And, this one shows the Giants, and that's when they hear about the, what's that damn place they're from? I honestly don't remember where they're from. Wow, that's crazy. I don't remember where the Giants are from. Elbath, bro. I was about to look that up and I just clicked in my head right now. Elbath. Damn. Yeah. I hate Usopp. Usopp's he likes to for sure kiss their butts. Sicko. And next, we got Drum Island arc. That's honestly between good and decent. I'm not gonna lie. Most of the One Piece arcs, in my opinion, are decent, unless there's a crap ton of action. Honestly, that's mostly, I'm being real. And Drum Island, it doesn't have a lot of action, but I feel like the meaning behind it, like with Chopper, Wapple, I don't remember that old lady, the doctor. Her name is like Dr. Kureha. Like, see, it's in here. But Dr. Kureha and all of them, like in the story of Chopper's, I forgot that dude's name too, but the doctor I'm talking about. It's just really sad, and like, I don't know. I'm putting it good. Chopper's backstory sad. Chopper's cool. He's the coolest, one of the coolest members of the Straw Hats, for real. And I hate Wapple. So now we're at Alabasta. The greatest. You already know why it's in greatest. We got Smoker, Tashigi, Crocodile, Luffy, the whole gang, and Ace. That's when Ace appears. Y'all know that's amazing. That was like one of the best starting arcs right after, in my opinion, Lockdown. Because now I'm gonna have to do a ranking of my greatest on its own. But that's when they first show Ace, and y'all can't act like Ace was the most coldest person that appeared in One Piece at that time. I was shocked. I was like, man, I could tell you, man, when Ace showed up, crazy stuff. And that's also when Luffy slapped Vivi. That was hilarious. Or wait, did Vivi slap Luffy? All I know is Luffy hit her. That's all I know. Luffy hit her, and that was funny. And now we got the Jaya arc. I think that's the way it's pronounced. I know what it is, but I just don't know if it's pronounced Jaya. Whole point though, I'm gonna have to say this is good, because this is when they first introduced Blackbeard, aka dude, I'm telling you, I forget everybody right now. Man, this camera really makes you forget things. What was his name? Marshall D. Teach. That's when they showed Marshall D. Teach and his whole gang and Blackbeard. And and that loser. They showed that loser Bellamy. Yeah, that crazy stuff. I never liked Bellamy. When he popped up in Dressrosa, I still didn't care about him. I felt bad for him, and I'm happy that he had like an arc or something in his life that made him change to be a better person. But he was still, in my opinion, a butthole. I don't know, but that's y'all. Skypiea. I know there's someone out there who genuinely likes Skypiea, and you guys may think I'm like, oh no, he's a follower. Everyone, Skypiea. I watched all of Skypiea. I didn't skip it at all. I watched every single episode, and I didn't like it. I could tell you what's wrong with Skypiea, and maybe I should do that in a whole other video too, because I could tell you a bunch of things of why Skypiea was boring, bad, and even the main character, the evil villain, what's his name? Eniru? I forgot. I don't remember his actual name, but I remember they call him Eniru, and it was just terrible. Like, it was just, I don't know. It was just pretty mid. Not gonna lie. It was very boring. They did introduce just a couple of things in there that, like when you find out that Gold D. Roger was also up in the clouds, Skypiea with what are those things called? The something glyphs. Damn, I really don't remember One Piece. This is crazy. There's something glyphs. That's all I know. See, this is how you know I'm being real. Like, this isn't a script. Like, I really am going off the top of my head, and I don't remember what the hell I'm saying. Now we got Long Ring, Long Land arc. Honestly, this is between decent and boring. It felt like a filler. It did feel like a filler to me. But we got Afro Luffy, so that's like a. I'm putting it in decent. Water 7. Water 7 is the best one. The greatest. You already know. Water 7, I love that arc so freaking much. Not only was it when Luffy what's it called, they're getting rid of they're exchanging the Mary, so they're about, because I obviously heard of One Piece. I knew One Piece a little bit before, so I knew they're gonna get the Going Mary. And so I was like, oh, and this is when they meet Frankie. I was getting hyped up because I was like, they got a new member, they're gonna be doing some things. This is after, oh, I'm a fall. I forgot to talk about Alabasta. That's when they got Nico Robin. So Nico Robin, you already know, but what's it called? This is when they got everybody, and it was just, and this is also when they meet the, what is it, CP0? I think they're called. No, CP9. Is it? I think it's 9 first, then 0, or it's 0, then I don't remember which order it is. The whole point though is this is when they first meet them, and I don't know, it was just a good arc. And at the end of it, like I said, which made me happy, was Usopp got freaking whooped by Luffy. He got freaking whooped by Luffy like crazy. And that was the one I felt like, and I loved the scene where Zoro stepped up, bro. Zoro stepped up. He really needed that for real. Luffy, because Luffy did not understand yet. Like, he was like, oh, this is all fun and games with friends. No, dude, you're a captain, and you have to abide by captain. Everyone else around you is going to know how it is. Like, you could talk to, I don't know, some other, I'm trying to think of who else is other. They don't show them yet, but like, look at Kid, look at like Law, look at those guys. I'm pretty sure if someone didn't listen to them or who was acting like that, they would not just let it happen, you know? Luffy has to step up as captain, and Zoro put him in his place, and I'm happy about that, because Zoro's telling him, you know, you're the freaking leader, dude. You gotta put an example on us, type stuff. So I think that was really cool, and that's one of the biggest reasons it's the greatest. Another banger. You got it up in here. The greatest. Enies Lobby? That's when Luffy pulls off the hardest, coldest pose. You already know the pose of all time. It was crazy. That's what, man, I remember watching that episode, bro. I was so hyped because I was sitting there thinking, oh, wow, you know, he's probably going to do the same. This is like when they started switching up the Luffy's moves. I was like, oh, wow, he's going to do the same damn trick he does in every single, literally every single fight. Like, he's gone. And I was like, what? I was like, what is he doing? I was like, bro's freaking, what's it called? Bro got the flying Rajin, bro. I was like so shocked, dude. I was so confused. He was going crazy in that episode. And then he got stronger and he fought, what's his name, Rob Lucci? Man, I'll tell you, that was peak back then. That was peak when it came out. That was peak when I watched it. That was crazy. And then post Enies Lobby, I'm putting that in greatest too. Might as well, it's with Enies Lobby. I feel like it would be weird if I didn't put it in there. That's pretty much it about it. I'm going to be super honest. All right? You guys cannot tell me that didn't feel like a filler for Halloween. That is exactly what it felt like, and that's exactly how I saw it. It was like, I don't care if people. I honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I was shocked to find out that freaking, what was that dude's? I don't even remember his damn name. See what I'm saying? That dude was so out of my mind. All right, it was Gecko Moria. Gecko Moria, bro. That dude. Oh my god! Like, I just did not like his power. I didn't like how he looked. I was shocked that he, in the first place, that he was one of the, was it the warlords? It just was so mid, dude. I was so shocked that One Piece, when they came out with that, I was thinking it was going to be like 10 episodes because it legit felt like a filler to me. Only some good stuff came out of that, in my opinion. So yeah, Thriller Bark is definitely going there. Honestly, Sabaody. The greatest. That is I was so shocked. Like, completely out of my mind shocked when I watched Sabaody arc, because I didn't know anything about it. I didn't hear anything about it, because everyone I know that watched One Piece did not pass where I was. So when I caught up to Sabaody arc, I was like, I mean, I knew, because obviously everyone knows about, like, One Piece is long, so I knew they were gonna be a fine. But when I saw them fighting Kuma, dude, I thought they were. I was like, what? I was like, wait, what is the rest of One Piece about? I was so confused. Like, imagine watching that back then when it first released. I bet you everyone was like, oh my god, they're dead. But like, I was so confused. Man, see, this is what I'm telling you. That's peak writing right there. What happened, bro? That was crazy. I did not expect it at all, and I did not expect Kuma to turn out to be like good. I didn't expect it was so crazy. And that's when they. Oh my god, by the way, that's another one of my favorite characters. Actually, he's higher than Brook, bro. He's higher than Brook. Freaking, what's his name? Rayleigh. Yeah, Rayleigh. Bro, oh my god, bro. He's the coolest person in all of One Piece and the strongest. I don't care what anyone says. He could be anybody. He could be anybody. Trust. Amazon Lily. I'd say it was good. Because that's when they introduced Boa Hancock. You already know what I'm saying about Boa Hancock. I don't even have to say anything else. That's basically it. Oh, you know what? Actually changed that. There was one big thing, and that's when Luffy used Haki. That was insane, and that was amazing. That gave me goosebumps, bro, when I first watched it. I was like, he can do Haki now. I was like so shocked. Impel Down. That was good. See, this is when it starts getting peak. Like, everything after Water 7, like Water 7 and up, was good. But yeah, dude. Just peak. It's just Impel Down. Oh, yo, Bon Clay, rest in peace. I forgot about that. I haven't caught up to One Piece. I don't know if I feel like he might be alive. I feel like just a tiny bit, but I don't know if he is or not. But I don't know. I have a feeling. Marineford. Don't even get me started, bro.
The greatest.
Greatest of all time. Greatest, literally, in my opinion, besides Wano, greatest. The reason that is greatest is because obviously it felt like a lot of emotion was put into the writing with that part. Cause oh my god, dude. And then Ace's death. Like, I'm sorry for the spoilers if y'all still watching this. Y'all shouldn't have been watching this video in the first place if you guys didn't want to get spoiled. Maybe I'll put a spoiler warning up. I don't know. But dude, that made me. And then the way Luffy just broke down, man. Crazy stuff. Really sad too. Whitebeard dying, all of them. And then that's when they show that Marshall D. Teach or Blackbeard. Turns out you can get 2 Devil Fruits powers, and nobody did not know that back then. That was crazy. Post-war, I'm putting it up with Marineford. I feel like when it's post to anything, it should be the same. The return to Sabaody. It was good. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just them meeting up again. Now Usopp is a good person now. Usopp's good now, right? He's not that. Okay, I might have been too much Usopp hate for real. Usopp was the worst character ever until the 2-year time skip. He was the most annoying person I've ever seen, ever. 2-year time skip, he's still annoying, but at least he can actually help now. He's not useless, at least. I'll say that. I don't care about God the Usopp, though. I don't know what y'all talking about. Fishman Island, decent. Only reason I didn't really care for it is because, what's his name? That dude that I don't know if he was friends, brothers, cousins, I don't know who, but or somehow he knew or was related to what's his name? Damn, how am I forgetting everyone's name right now? It was Arlong. So it's crazy. I don't know how he was related to Arlong, I don't remember exactly. But that's when they showed Jinbei and Jinbei's peak. Jinbei is also another one of my favorite characters on the Straw Hats. So Jinbei. And then the thing at the end when Luffy, oh my god, that was peak. That was actually, you know what? Let's go into good. From that alone, when Luffy dropped everybody with his haki, bro, that was insane. That was crazy. That was like, I was like, dude, Luffy's like, at that point, you know he's too strong. You know what I'm saying? Young Hazard, that's between decent and boring. I'm not gonna lie. I'll put decent. I don't care about Caesar. Bro looked kind of scary to me. I don't know about y'all, but he looked really creepy. Like, really creepy. I'm not going to lie. Like, he was about to do something. He did kidnap a lot of kids. I'm just saying. Like, I'm not the one writing this stuff. But that is when they introduced Momo. So, Dressrosa, you already know.
The greatest.
Doflamingo was the coldest villain because he was evil just because he was evil. This dude, ever since he was born, he was not a good person. And like, you cannot change, bro. You cannot convince him to talk to him. You cannot do anything. Straight evil, bro. Even Crocodile, like, I feel like he became kind of like, he's evil, but he's kind of like neutral evil. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, oh, all right. Like, if he doesn't need to fight Luffy at the time, he won't. Doflamingo will fight anybody, everybody, whenever he can, except Kaido, because he's a loser. But I don't know. Doflamingo's weird, but he's straight evil. That's a great, well-written villain. And then the whole like issues on Dressrosa with them becoming toys, man, that's just sick, dude. That dude was nuts, dude. And when you really think about it, like, imagine like you and your family getting turned into toys, and then your little sister's like, don't even know who the hell you are. They're just like, oh, hello, little toy. And then then once you like come back, you're like, oh my god, I had a family. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy stuff. All right, Zoe was good. It wasn't bad. That's when they start showing that elephant. I don't remember the elephant's name, but that's when they start talking about Joy Boy more. So it was very interesting. Honestly, I didn't really care about some of the animals, but we're gonna talk about Pedro, right? Because now it's Whole Cake Island. Whole Cake Island, greatest in my opinion. Cause I love Big Mom, bro. Not like that, but I love Big Mom, bro. She's a good villain. She's crazy, she's strong, and she's unstoppable. And Brook versus Big Mom was a cold fight, cause Brook is a cold. I'm telling you, bro. Brook is a cold dude, bro. He's sick. And when he fought, I was so happy when he was the first one to fight Big Mom. I was so happy. I was so like, dude, because he got to experience how bad Big Mom was. Like her full on hockey with her devil fruit powers. He actually experienced it, so he knows it was crazy stuff, and he was doing pretty good. That's the crazy part. All right, we got the Reverie. It was decent. It wasn't anything crazy. I honestly didn't care about that part because it was just more like political. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, you know what? I forgot to talk about Sabaody. When Luffy punched that dude in the face. That my fault. That was one of the biggest things that was crazy. Now we got Wano. And that is greatest.
The greatest.
Wano. Dude. Law, Kid, and Luffy. And Zoro. They were going crazy. I don't care about Sanji. I don't care about Usopp. I don't care about Nami, Nico, Robin, nobody. Only ones I cared about was Luffy, Zoro, actually Sanji somewhat actually, but Luffy, Zoro, and Law. Kid, he's kind of annoying too, but he was going crazy. And dude, Law versus Big Mom was the most sickest fight of all time. Luffy versus Queen was cool, like the first part, and then like Zoro versus King was absolute cinema, bro. That was peak. That was the greatest fight in all of One Piece, in my opinion. Actually, might be one of the best fights, probably more than almost all Luffy's fights before that. Because Zoro versus King was insane. All the fight scenes literally this is the bar they set for every One Piece episode. This is the bar set for Wano for animation. That was nuts. And the fight, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they dragged it. They dragged the Wano for 100 episodes almost. It felt like they dragged Wano for sure. Like I saw him fighting like Kaido for 40 episodes. Not gonna lie. But it was crazy. And then when they thought Luffy died, or not, when Luffy thought his teammates died, when they first met Kaido, because Kaido he was drunk and he fell out of the sky. That was crazy too, bro. There's just the aura that Kaido has is crazy. And then we got Egghead Island. I'm still watching Egghead Island, but I'm gonna say it's good. I like it so far. Actually, no.
The greatest.
I forgot. I just remembered. It clicked in my head. I haven't seen Egghead Island I don't know, a couple months, because I had to stop it right when they were still doing the episodes. So I stopped it. I don't know if they finished it or not, because I haven't seen it I'm gonna be honest, 7 months now. I think it was 7 months. I honestly don't remember. But dude, when I watched him and Rob Lucci fight, man. Dude, that was now that was better than him and Kaido fighting. Rob Lucci versus Luffy, part 2, greatest fight ever in all of One Piece besides Zoro and King. Crazy stuff. I can't even imagine what else the kind of fights are gonna. Everyone's getting hyped up for Blackbeard versus Luffy, and low-key, I think I am too, because that's gonna be a crazy fight, dude. If Rob Lucci got handled, bro. Rob Lucci thought he was something, bro. He got tossed like a damn doll, dude. It was freaking crazy. Dude thought he had a chance, and he was just smiling all hard and stuff, being all happy and stuff. Oh, I'm about to beat bro. Nah, he was not about to beat bro. But this has been the tier list for One Piece arcs. Honestly, I might do more of these tier listings. They're pretty fun, looky. And I might also do a couple One Piece videos of reactions or just talking about One Piece in general. I want to do a Naruto one. That'll be up probably, I don't know when. I'll just upload whenever I want to. But that's pretty much it. Not gonna lie. Comment down below what you guys think. I'm also curious if you guys agree with me on this list or if you guys don't. Because if you guys don't agree with me on the list, first of all, if you guys say Skypiea, Syrup Village, Whiskey Peak, or Thriller Bark anywhere near good or its greatest, have you watched One Piece? Come on, man. That should not be nowhere near greatest. I was gonna tell you to unsubscribe me, but I kind of need this. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys liked today's video for real. And that's pretty much it. Peace out.